Lust, a journey to rediscover a heart closer to God. Desires are not just fleeting temptations, but deep currents that creep into our souls, pulling us away from the love and purpose that God has for our lives. We often think desire is only related to the body, but in truth, it hides in the hidden corners of the heart, distorting our dreams and leading us astray. Let's embark on a journey of discovery together to recognize the different shapes of desire and find the way back to peace in God's arms. 1. Desire for pleasure, the pursuit of nothingness. Who among us has not longed for happy moments and pleasant feelings? But sometimes, that joy becomes an obsession. We indulge in endless parties, short-lived pleasures, or even dangerous habits, just to fill the void in our hearts. I used to think happiness lay in moments of excitement, but the Bible reminds me Proverbs 21 verse 17. He who loves pleasure will become poor. He who loves wine and luxury will never be rich. Pleasure is not a bad thing, but when it becomes a fire that burns our hearts, we lose ourselves. Just imagine a life where true joy comes from enjoying God's simple gifts, a peaceful morning, a smile from a loved one, or a moment of thanksgiving. That is lasting joy, leaving no emptiness. 2. Lust for power, when control becomes a burden. Do you ever feel like you need to control everything? From wanting to always be right in an argument, to the desire to be on top in work or relationships. The desire for power often hides subtly, hidden under seemingly harmless ambitions. But Jesus showed us another path, sweeter and more humble. In Mark 10 verses 43 to 44, he said, "Whoever wants to be great among you must be your servant." True greatness does not lie in manipulation or domination, but in a heart that knows how to serve and how to love. Try letting go of the burden of control and let God guide each step. You will find your heart lighter, like a bird flying freely in his sky. 3. Lust for wealth, the trap of wealth. Money is not the enemy, but obsession with it can imprison us. There are times when I wonder, just a little more, I will be happy, I will be safe. But the Bible warns in 1 Timothy 6 verse 9, those who want to become rich easily fall into temptation and many foolish and harmful desires, which plunge them into destruction. Wealth promises security, but only God can bring true peace. Try looking back. Are the moments when you feel the richest when you share, when you love, when you put your trust in Him? A heart that knows enough is a free heart, and God is waiting for you to place those worries in His hands. 4. Desire for recognition, desire for compliment. In the age of social networks, who hasn't hoped for a like or a compliment? We measure our worth through the eyes of others, but that only makes our hearts more tired. Jesus saw through this pain John 12 verse 43. When he spoke of people loves the praise of men more than the praise of God. Dear friend, your value is not in the numbers on a screen, but in the unconditional love that God has for you. Imagine Him looking at you, smiling and saying, "You are enough, because you belong to me." Let His praise become a source of strength, so that you live confidently and shine His light. 5. Desire for knowledge, when wisdom becomes pride. Learning is great, but sometimes we chase knowledge just to feel superior. I used to think that if I knew more, I would be stronger. But 1 Corinthians 8 verse 1 remind, knowledge makes a man proud, but love builds. True knowledge is when we use it to love and serve, not to elevate ourselves. Let God guide your learning journey, letting His wisdom flow through you, bringing healing and hope to those around you. 6. Physical desire, sweet but dangerous temptation. Finally, we cannot ignore physical desire. what many people think of first when talking about lust. Impure thoughts, temptations from pornography, or wrong relationships can wound our souls. In 1 Thessalonians 4 verses 3 to 5, God calls, "It is God's will that you should be holy, avoid all sexual sin." God does not want you to live in shame or captivity. He wants you to be free, to enjoy true love and connection in holiness and respect. Commit those struggles to Him, and He will lead you to a more fulfilling life. The path to freedom, entrust to God. Lust can be sneaky, but the good news is that God always has a way out. James 4 verse 7 promises us, "Humble yourself before the Lord, resist the devil, and he will flee from you." The first step is to recognize the desires that are silently controlling your heart. Then get down on your knees, talk to God, and surrender everything to Him. Dear friends, God doesn't just want you to conquer lust. He wants you to live a life filled with joy, meaning, and love. Take a moment right now, close your eyes, and ask Him to illuminate the dark corners of your heart. Ask Him, "Lord, what is drawing me away from you? Help me find your way again." Walking together. The journey of overcoming desire is not alone. God is with you, and I want to be with you too. If these words touch your heart, continue to nourish your faith by reading the Bible, praying, and connecting with like-minded people. You can start with a Bible verse every day, letting God's Word light your path. Thank you for taking the time to listen and reflect. Let's walk together on the journey to rediscovering a heart close to God, where His love and peace will lead us. See you in the next sharing, and remember, you are loved, you are chosen, and you are never